How best to prepare for an interview. So, my recommendation on how you prepare for an interview is to prepare it at four different levels. The first is prepare about yourself very well. So prepare your resume, prepare and all your projects, your experience, your education. So be prepared to talk about anything that's on your resume in terms of skill sets or projects or your education. Uh, to a lot of detail and a lot of depth, because what the interviewer has and knows about you is all based on what is written in your resume. So make sure you know yourself well. The next is slightly larger, is about the role, and ensure that you know about the role very well. So take a look at the job description and see what is expected of the role. So what the role entails and stuff like that. So make sure you research the job description very well, and you can also get a lot of information about the role from the recruiter as well. So make sure you get those inputs from the recruiter. The third is again slightly bigger, is to know about the company that you are interviewing with. So you can find information about that from the website, from the recruiter, maybe from earnings calls, maybe from new from the news, or maybe just doing a Google search about the company. But make sure you know the company that you are looking to interview for. And the last thing that I would say is very important for you to know is about industry trends. So, if you are looking to get into, let's say the manufacturing industry, or let's say the social media industry, or some kind of let's say the services industry, right? And if you're looking to get into any of these industries, make sure that you know about the industry also very, very well. And I would say be prepared to talk at each of these levels. So be prepared to talk about yourself, be prepared to talk about the role, be prepared to talk about the company, and also about trends within the industry. Now, a question generally that comes up is, where do I get information about trends? I would say just do a simple Google search, and you should be able to get information about the company or about trends as well. So, for example, what is the company doing in this specific space? Another key point is, if you are going through a referral, it's very important you leverage that specific source and talk to them and ask them about the role if they know the role well. Otherwise, definitely ask them about the company and ask them about mega trends in the industry, because they, being in that space, can give you a lot of insights into what's happening in the company and in that space. Now, one thing that you must keep in mind is, depending on the type of roles that you're applying for, the type of preparation that you must do is very different. For example, if you're applying for consulting roles, you might want to practice case studies and things like that. And if you're applying for software engineering roles, you might want to make sure that you're able to solve problems in the software engineering paradigm. And let's say if you're applying to a data scientist position, then you want to be sure that you can solve problems in the data science space. So that is very important as part of your practice, and I would say that is where the whole know yourself well and prepare yourself very well. So the first part of that preparation should be that you know yourself very well. Okay. So, to summarize, I would say when you prepare for an interview, prepare at four levels. So, prepare about yourself very well from your resume, prepare about the role very well from the job description and from the recruiter, prepare about the company from a lot of different sources like the internet and the company website and things like that. Prepare about industry trends from the internet, and if you can leverage the person who referred you to that position, and if not, then definitely leverage the recruiter to learn more about what are you getting into when you're applying to such a role. Okay, good luck.